segment is brought to you by Terry Wine Station. Only place where you can compare it or just compare to say, hey, what is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zoo November, a Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything adventure radio and shenanigans. Welcome to Sunday, a holiday weekend. Hope everybody's having a great holiday weekend, especially these guys right here, because you know what? They help me have a lot of good holiday weekends, and they keep me busy. I'll tell you that too. But they're great people. Also great people are these guys right here, the YouTube members. They are in green in the chat. Some of them are in blue because they're administrators. But you know what? They're getting lonely. A new YouTube member has not joined in 31 days. So if somebody wants to join Rover and join them, that'd be awesome. Also, the ever-changing board, and man, did it do a lot of changing since the last stream. Josh said, got to have that top spot back with a big off-stream donation. Also an off-stream donation, thank you for Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo. And that top, the 6 through 10 spot went all kinds of moving around in the last couple of days. So we're going to read the 6 through 10 because the top 5 stayed the same besides the Josh move. But Kilo Oscar 4, Fart Sniffing Zebra, Kilo India 5, MBO James Jenner, Kent Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo, Kilo November 4, Charlie Whiskey Bravo, and Stephen, Kilo Delta 9, Uniform Delta Victor. Knocking Michael back off the board again. I think Michael will be back on there, though.
No, yeah. For sure. Happy. So I'm going to get this right today. The last couple of streams, I messed this up. Happy Sunday. Shenanigans, everyone. Toby in the chat, Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Good to hear you today. The bands were rough, but we were in there trying to make the cues. Terry, Kilo 8, Golf Quebec. He is he's working on some hung over stuff at the urologist office. Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Bravo Bravo. What's happening? Michael, Kilo Echo 4, Eastern Standard Time. Good to see you as always. KO4 FSZ Antennas in the house. Brother Dom, NC4XL. Always good to see you. Rod, K4 DSX. Let's see, Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo. We just mentioned him in the Adventure Club. Good to see you, Kent. Andy Callie, the staple of every YouTube live stream on the planet. Always here, man. I really appreciate it. Larry, good to see you. And yes, lick that like button. It is Sunday Shenanigans.
You know, I wish YouTube would give me a stat on the most views from viewers and stuff like that. That would be great. I bet Andy Callie would be in like every YouTuber's top spot.
I blew right over him, but I missed Kilo 4 Lima, India.
Well, I didn't miss him on the air,
No,
that's for sure, because he had a good signal today. I decided that I was going to play uh, Viking and just go fight the flare today. And, you know, I'm not even going to complain.
I will.
I've seen a lot of posts from a lot of people talking about getting 14 contacts in 2 hours and stuff like that. And I know I was out there in the heat of the flare, and I got 2 new to me parks activated. Two actually not very activated parks actually activated today. Actually, I did 3 because one of them was a twofer, and I got I think 23 on the first one in like 20 some minutes, and the second one I stayed a little bit longer and got 30. And those are crappy numbers, but
Yeah.
considering people were taking 2 hours to get 14, I'm going to take that.
Yep. That is true. Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar is watching the stream. He's at a park right now doing the long weekend thing. He shot me a message. He has crappy internet, so his video's going in and out, but he is watching. Kilo Oscar 4 November. Love Smoking Poda. Welcome. And Craig November 4. Charlie Whiskey Bravo. Always good to hear you. 7-3.
He also, Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar also has crappy ears on his antenna. Let me tell you. I'm going to fuss about you, Chris. Ron. I'm going to fuss about you.
Ron Chris.
So he parked me yesterday, and I was leaving, and yeah, I'm in the mountains and stuff, but I knew he was trying to get a kilo at that particular park. I decided I was going to hunt him mobile, and I yelled and yelled and yelled for him for I don't even know how long. I heard him have a conversation with Dan. That's how slow it was for him. He had a conversation with Dan about Dan teaching this kid to drive. He had a conversation with Dom. Dom held the frequency for him while I was getting some water. And I sat there and yelled and yelled and yelled. And he heard me a couple of times, because one time he even said it. One time he asked for the kilo station again. One time he asked for a station ending in November. And one time he said it was at Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, but he still never made the contact with me.
Man, the bands today were, you said you weren't going to complain, but hell, I will. They were horrible, man. Oh, my God. They were rough. I thought about going out this afternoon, and I thought about yesterday going out, today and do a little, quick activation somewhere. And about 9 o'clock this morning, I said, no. Bang Bang's in the house. Good to see you, buddy.
Well, I'm going to tell you, yesterday the ATOS was the game's saver, because it pretty much was lightning over my area most of the day, and like I had to go out when I could. Matter of fact, I went out one time thinking I was going to get a break. I spotted called CQ 3 times and QRT'd before I ever even got a contact. I never left, but I QRT'd, and people was losing their mind. I was like, I'm going back. I just got to wait for the lightning to move back out a little bit, and I did get that park activated. But if it wasn't for the ATOS, I wouldn't have been getting out and setting up antennas and that crap for sure. It was brutal.
Eddie said twice that it was hot, and he stayed until his iPhone and iPad overheated at each park. And I think he said it twice because his iPhone and iPad must be overheating in a park. Or he just wanted to make sure we got the message again.
Well, it is an iPhone instead of an Android, Eddie. That might be the problem.
Might be. Absolutely right. It is the long weekend, Labor Day weekend. Hopefully everybody is doing well, has plans for Monday, or just to sit back, do nothing, and just chill out and enjoy a day off work if you're lucky enough to have a day off work on Labor Day Monday.
And speaking of that, my suggestion would be hunt me on late shift tonight.
Yes.
Because tomorrow is what I call a fat man holiday. It's the biggest eating holiday of the year most of the time, other than maybe Thanksgiving. and it's all about the cookouts. And I'm going to hit as many cookouts as I possibly can.
You're going to go on a cookout rove.
I'm going to do a cookout rope. I am, however, going to have the ATOS on the car because I happen to know that somebody is supposed to be doing their first CW activation tomorrow.
Nice.
And I would like to get in on that at about 40 words a minute.
Awesome. Yes, the ATAS 128, Scott, is awesome. It is awesome.
You know, it's not super antenna. It's definitely not an Eagle One. It's not going to produce that big, huge pile up. But it's okay, I need to get an activation and I need to do it with a quickness.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
it's a great antenna for what it is. I mean,
right.
But it's not. It's not the the bees.
I have no idea what issue I had with it last night. I think last night was just because everything went bad last night.
Yeah.
Like I went out to do an early late, and I had already did an activation on the ATOS that day, and it would not tune for nothing. I mean, for nothing. And I missed the whole early shift, which I only went out there like 15 till. And finally, I called Dan. I was like, "Have you ever had a problem?" And we sat there and we ended up manually tuning the thing,
right,
to get it to work. Then after that, I went to CW. If you'll remember, it wouldn't even tune on CW. It wouldn't even blink ATOS on CW. I went to CW. It tuned right up. And after that, I looked and seen that Michael Fox Sierra Zulu had showed, or Fox Sierra Foxtrot Bravo had showed up to hunt me. So I went back and got him on sideband, and it tuned right up. So, I mean, I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, we got it working. We got it manually tuned to where you need it. Speaking of all the Sierra Fox Bravos and Fox Sierra Zulus and Zulu Sierra Foxes, do you know what my very first call sign was in amateur radio when I got my technician license? It was Kilo Echo 4 Foxtrot Zulu Sierra. If I still had that call sign right now, everybody would be really confused about who is who.
So you would be the fart zebra sniffer.
I know.
And instead of the fart sniffing zebra. Right.
You're right. That's right. I think Bang Bang got the USDX up and running yesterday. Awesome. First contact was California on 4 whiskeys. I don't know why they say QRP is so hard.
You can go into your TV and set up subtitles there, Miss Hitchhiker, and it'll do that for you. And from what Terry tells me, it even will understand Minganese.
Yeah. All right. So I need to take a poll in the chat. So we're going to do this because it's shenanigans and we can pretty much do whatever the crap we want. If you watch TV with the subtitles turned on, so basically you're reading TV as opposed to watching TV, put a 1 in the chat. If you do not use subtitles, so you actually watch TV and listen to it rather than read it like a book, put a 2 in the chat. So subtitles on, yes, I want to see a 1. Subtitles off, 2 in the chat, because I want to see where everybody lands here. So far, no subtitles is winning. The 3 from Terry means he watches it in the Minganese translation. I've never understood subtitles. Okay, we got a bunch of 1s there, so I guess that makes it up.
Well, in her defense, like she was a professional hitchhiker at one point in her life, and
right.
She's probably been banged around and car windows hitting her head and stuff because you hitchhike and you get bad drivers.
That's it right there. If I want to read, I'll get a book.
Here's the thing. If I want to read, I don't even get a book. I get an audio book so I can listen to it while I drive.
Right. It looks like no subtitles right now is going to win the race. So
it drives me crazy. I mean, unless it's in another language or something, and I really am trying to figure out what they're saying, If it don't matter what they're saying, I still don't want to see it.
Right.
But if it's something I'm really into and it's in another language and I need to know, like it's going to mess up the plot if I don't know, then I'm okay with it. But other than that, no.
Josh says no subtitles, but he mutes the commercials. What are commercials? I haven't seen a commercial in a while. All these, all these newfangled streaming services.
I don't even watch regular TV, so
as long as I can get
commercials are ads like they have on YouTube, Dan.
Oh, yeah, those things. Yeah, I remember.
And just for you guys who want to fuss about the ads on YouTube, I just want to say this, okay? So I had a comment one time and said, "Oh, you're one of those guys that plays the ads to try to make money off of them, right?" And my answer is no. YouTube plays ads regardless of whether I make money off them or not.
That's right.
Once you get a certain amount of subscribers, they start ads. The ads started before I was ever monetized on my channel.
Yeah.
So regardless, you get the ads.
YouTube is going to add the ads whether you get a cut of it or not. So you might as well get a cut of it because you're going to see them anyway. That's the way I look at it. You're not going to see any more or any less if it's monetized or not. Well, I don't think. So,
No, you don't.
I remember speaking of TV ads back in the day. This is why I don't like TV ads, because I remember multiple times in my early 20s I was watching TV. It was a good show. I was really into it, like it was a series, because back then, the series you had to wait a week between episodes. A week between episodes. So I'm sitting there watching the series. I forget what it was. And then the ads come on. And these ads run for so damn long, I literally forget what the hell I was watching. It was crazy.
So Michael, Terry does the same thing with my videos, except he tries different beatbox stuff while he's doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the super chat, Mr. Brisket himself.
Dang it, Bobby. Those Yellow Jackets have been rough this year, dude. I hear Whiskey Victor's kind of infested with them.
They are. Yep,
yeah, YouTube are. Premium. Yep.
I just take me a squirt gun with Dawn in it.
I figure you take a squirt gun with gasoline. It'd be more fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but people frown on it when they're smoking and I'm shooting it toward them.
Do the ads play on live streams? I'm not sure.
I do not think they do.
Yeah.
Looky there. I told you this boy would come back on the board. Thank you very much for the super chat, Michael, which actually moves you right back into that number 10 spot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't think ads do play on live streams, do they?
I think they play on the replays for sure.
Yeah, the replays, yes. Well, I mean, you guys are watching the live stream. You tell me, is there an ad happening?
Yeah, I mean, when you turned it on, did you get one? I can't remember joining a live stream and having to watch an ad first.
I don't remember. Now, if I'm joining it late, it might play an ad at the beginning before I get into it.
Yeah.
But if I start when the live stream starts, I don't think I've ever watched an ad.
Oh, Eddie got stung by a bee right on his mic thumb. So you've heard of grand thumb. Now we have mic thumb. Well, you got two hands, buddy. Use the other one.
Could be worse. You could use your microphone so much that it developed some kind of trigger finger in your middle finger, and your middle finger don't want to close all the way.
Yeah.
Not that I know anybody like that.
Mike says he's never seen one. Yeah, Dom said it made me look at one before I had to back out of it and get back in. That's okay. Well, maybe it does if you join in the middle of a stream or something like that. But that's it.
Yeah, well, now that's what I said. If you're joining, it'll make you watch one before you come in. Because I've joined people's streams late, and it's made me do that. but I've never actually been just sitting watching somebody's live stream and all of a sudden an ad come up.
Yeah.
And I've watched some really, really long live streams before.
I think we're going to do a month long, or 2 months long, 3 months long, 6 months long, a year long, however long you're going to be up in Canada. I don't know. Just live stream the whole thing, 24/7. The James experience.
We're gonna live stream every time I'm driving the smart car.
That'd be great. That would be fantastic.
Every set your notifications up to where they can come on. That way, every time I'm driving the smart car, you can go live with me.
A radio question on Shenanigans. Hold the phone. In your opinion, is a tuner needed for a JS8 call? I have an FT8 57 and a 10-meter ham stick and an MP1 slider antenna. A tuner is not needed for any particular mode. So to answer your question as it's written, no. But you might need it to tune your ham. Well, if you got a ham stick, it's tunable. But you can tune your ham sticks to be resonant. So no, you don't need a tuner for just because it's a certain mode. No. The MP1 slider, I don't know that antenna. I don't think I've ever seen one.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Sometimes we do actually field radio questions on Shenanigans rather than talking about, Terry's trip to the urologist.
Mike says replay. Yes. Yeah, I definitely have seen them on replay.
Good question. Will there be
a Canadian coin? Okay. Before I can answer that question, first, Mike, I need you to answer me. Have you received your coin from the West trip? And if not, Terry's probably going to be like, I told you I need some more.
Whiskey Zero, Charlie Golf Charlie says, I have a ham stick idea, and I can't tell you what that is right now. Throw them in the ocean.
I probably do need to print Terry some more. And you know what? How many likes we got?
I'd have to load it up. Let's see here. It says we got 25 people watching. Let me load up the stream here. Also, so you don't get audio feedback. We have 26 people watching and 16 likes.
All right. That means I need to get at least to 20 likes. Because when we get to 20 likes, we're going to give away a sticker pack. An 8-track sticker pack. But
We're at 19.
We're also going to throw in an Explorer sticker with it.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to get in on this because I don't have an Explorer sticker.
Oh Lord! If I got to print more coins to take to Terry, I might as well have to take him a sticker too, right?
There you go. Craig wants to know, when did you announce the West Trip Hunters that hunted all your states on the road there?
I don't remember.
And we are at 21.
But okay, we are at 21, so that's good. Craig, I can possibly look it up while Dan's pulling up his thing here.
Whoa, hey, I know it's Shenanigans, but wait a minute.
Your random word generator thing.
I know, I got to find it.
Okay,
here we go.
Here.
All right.
Oh, no, I cannot pull it up on this laptop because that's on the other laptop, Greg. You know what? I bet Terry's in the chat, and I bet Terry can tell me if you're on it. Because I think you are. But I gave Terry a list of names to give points to, so he could probably tell me. You find it?
Oh yeah,
right.
remember. Yeah.
So we got to give a word. Let's see here. What can be an interesting word?
No, I got plenty of interesting words, but
Well, since we're adding the Explorer sticker to the 8-track sticker pack, make it Explore.
Explore. I'm gonna spell it. No, I should spell it right. That should be nice. All right, Explorer in the comments. I'll drop it in there to show you. Explorer in the comments. And for the sticker pack. And it's working because it counted my entry. Right now we got 1 entry.
So Terry needs, looks like 4 coins. All right, Terry. I will bring you 4 more coins this week.
That well actually, all right. So just so you know, that did count, Gene. So Explorer with a period behind it does still count. So that is good. And case does not matter. Up to 8 entries right now. Excuse me, 7. Explorer in the chat for the sticker pack.
Which most of the people in the chat do have the 8-track stickers, but they don't have that Explorer sticker.
That's right.
There's also gonna be a new video drop this week about some Explorer stuff that I've got sitting over here.
Add this so y'all can see what's going on here. 15 so far.
15. Come on, we gotta at least get that up to 20, guys.
Let's see. We
John,
got
try that again.
31 people watching. Yeah, John, NIV misspelled. Exploit. I did spell that right. You ever looked at a word that you typed over and over again and it starts to look like it's spelled wrong?
all the time. Have you ever spelled a word right, and your phone, because it's a smart phone, thinks it's smarter than you, and changes it to something that does not make any sense whatsoever?
All the time in Minganese, yeah.
Every day of my life.
All right, still at 17. Let's see how many people we got. 32 people watching. So it says your phone thinks you're in the ducks. I could give 2 ducks. Yeah, Dom, you misspelled it. Just type it in there again. John, you misspelled it again. Oh, it's getting tough. $18 in the queue right now with 31 people watching. Oh yeah, we just made Eddie type Explorer with his bee stung thumb. Well, there's some shipping to Hawaii for you, Terry. We need more people. Andy Cowley. Oh, yep. All right. Yeah, I see Andy Cowley in there. We got to make it worth Terry's while here.
All right, Dom got his.
Yep, 21.
I don't know if it'll get. Did John's count where he put G's in front of it?
I don't know. I wasn't watching the counter go up. It probably has to be Explorer just by itself, maybe with a period behind it. I know the period behind it works. We saw that earlier. So. Adventures in Blind Photography. Awesome. Watching from Arkansas. Alpha Juliet 5 Sierra Juliet. Welcome to the chat. We're doing a sticker giveaway right now. Sticker pack giveaway. A-Track sticker pack giveaway. And with the new Explorer, the Gigaparts Explorer sticker in the pack as well. If you want to get in on that, put Explorer in the chat and we'll add you. Right now we got 22.
All right. I entered since John's having trouble, and if I win it, it's John, not me.
That'll work. Right now we got 23.
We got 23. Roll it.
25.
Last call.
Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zulu November, last call. All right, we're hopping. Let's see who's going to win this sticker pack. Hey!
Mo!
What's happening?
Congratulations, Mo. All right, Terry, I'll bring you a sticker and 4 more coins. Maybe tomorrow, because I will be down that way tomorrow.
Heck yeah. Congratulations, Mo. And Eric wants to know if we're going to give away a 7760 next. Maybe next week.
If I can get to 10,000 subscribers by next week, we'll give one away.
You know what's going to happen. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh when you get there.
No, let me refresh it. When I say 10,000 subscribers, I mean real YouTube subscribers, not one guy with 10,000 accounts.
Right. I'm going to laugh when it happens, and I want to live stream you buying an icon. That's what I mean. You heard that I was giving away a 7610. That's my baby, man. I got 2 babies now. If anybody didn't see my 7610 and 101D comparison, I'm going to do a follow-up live right now. This 101D it's leaning on me. It's like, hey, how you doing? It's like on the pillow next to me going, hey, roll over this way, baby.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, okay? Because all y'all give me crap about how I listen to my radio, and it was funny because I had a lot of hunters today. A lot of hunters today tell me, yeah, the noise level was just so bad out here today. And I was like, yeah, I know what you mean. And I wish I was recording today, because I'd have loved to have all those people saying that and just heard to me, it was like I was talking to those guys on the phone.
Me and Terry both were riding our VC tune on our 101s and knocked the noise. It wasn't noisy for me at all, but it was just weak signals, you know. I like it. I do.
Chris is working on a 20-watt vertical.
Nice. Hey, Eric, if you don't have a 7610 by Dayton next year, shoot me a message and remind me, because I will forget that I said this, and I'm sure we can work something out.
Because you go what?
I'm sure we can work something out if Eric's going to go to Dayton next year again. Because I plan on going next year. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about, Terry. I had all the static wiped out.
Yeah,
like it was just. Honestly, it's like my radio wasn't on if somebody wasn't calling. That's how I had it tuned today.
Oh no! Do you know where you're transferring to, buddy? No more Aloha.
Uh-oh.
Watch it be somewhere really cool where we can work them a lot, like the Philippines or something. That would be awesome.
Alaska.
I work Alaska every other day. That's nothing new.
Yeah, I know, but I want to send him to one of those states that everybody bitches about anyway.
Send him to North Dakota. Instant.
That's what's funny, because people will fuss about Alaska and Hawaii never getting activated, and they get activated all the time.
Oh yeah,
but
sure.
North Dakota never gets activated unless it's by somebody who lives outside of North Dakota.
There was a poor guy in North Dakota the other day doing an activation. He has like 3 activations underneath his belt. I've never worked him, and he was in North Dakota. And boy, the pileup hit him like COVID-19. It hit him hard, and he was struggling. I said, "Man, you picked the wrong state to activate with only 3 activations under your belt." He was doing good though. He muddled through it, but you could tell he was kind of flustered when about 48 people were calling him at the same time. You requested Virginia, Florida, California, and Greece. Greece would be awesome. Florida would be awesome too, because we'd be like state bros. We'd be like next door bros. Depending on where in Florida, you might actually be pretty damn close to me. Like Pensacola is not far. You'll sell. Okay, I missed something.
Yeah, I said. He says if he sells it, I get a $25 super chat. What was he trying to say?
Let's start this month off right. I want to sell a legal limit 10 through 80 in the next 28 minutes. And if I will sell it, if James gets a $25 super chat. A legal limit 10 through 80. You going to give one away or are you going to sell one?
No, he wants to sell one.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah,
that would be for you legal limit guys.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for Dayton next year because I finally get to work on my worked all states. Because there's going to be a lot of people there from
Dayton's a good time. Dayton's a lot more work for me than Huntsville. Orlando's a lot more work for me than Huntsville. Huntsville's my relaxing show.
But think of all the people from everywhere that go to Dayton. I mean, you could probably work on your DXCCs and your worked all states, couldn't
you? I think I'm going to rent a booth, and I'm going to sit there with the CW radio on and a dummy load. And I'm going to have another CW radio on a dummy load, and I'm going, hey, what state do you live in? Oh, work me. I need that state.
Yeah, right. Oh my God!
Because that's how that works, right, Eric?
That's right. Oh, I forget who said that year before last, but oh my God, that was great.
All right, or two tacticals. So if you need a tactical or a legal limit 80 through 10, head on over there and give this man some sales. And also use the code HRAG and save yourself a little bit of money.
I have a tactical, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a good antenna.
I don't have the 80 through 10 because I don't have room for it here. I've got the 40 through 10, and that is the station that everybody hears Yankee Victor Delta booming in on Huntington. That's what she's using, although after this week, it's hard telling what she's going to be using because there's going to be a lot of stuff up here to use. I've been slowly putting together.
Oh no, he sold my hiker. How was Shelby, by the way? I saw some videos, some pictures from it. It looked like a pretty good turnout.
I really wanted to go to it, but it really didn't work out for me.
He said it sucked. Oh, maybe the picture slide. Oh, I'll see. Well, 11 meters is where it's at, baby. You got to get that. That skip to the loo and wall to wall and treetop tall, pegging the meter back, reading the mail. Break.
You should have sold that 10 to 80 there. You could have sold that to a CB guy.
Oh yeah.
You could have told him, so listen, 80 meters is your all's dream.
Yeah. You should market a 27 megahertz end-fed for the CB crowd. Make it legal limit. Because open up new opportunities.
Well, believe it or not, Chris, I'm playing with the new antenna that I'm making myself as well.
Is it for 11 meters?
Not to sell. I'm just making one.
Yeah.
Hoping it turns out right.
Yeah, make it. I'm telling you, man, 11 meter end-fed right now at the peak of the solar cycle. I bet you'd sell the crap out of them because.
Listen, when Dan comes to Dayton, he's definitely going to the troll bar because he's definitely eating the Angry Alfredo.
That's right. Is it okay? Now that I have something to compare the Angry Alfredo to, compared to Frank's beans.
Oh no! Not that. Frank's beans are way angrier than the Angry Alfredo.
Frank's beans will blow out your O-ring.
Listen,
They're good. They're flavorful, but
they were very good and they were very flavorful. But I'm just telling you, if you've ever took a shot of wild turkey and that burning sensation that you get around your lips, that's what his beans taste like.
Let me tell you, I had a half a spoonful of these beans off of James's plate because James goes, try these beans. The first time, James, he says, do you like baked beans? I said, yeah, I like baked beans. Who doesn't like baked beans, right? And he goes, try these. I'm like, not right now. I'm finished. He goes, just try these. I say, are they hot? He goes, just try the damn beans. I said, okay. So I grabbed his spoons. I didn't have mine. I took like half a spoonful of beans and I put them in my mouth and chewed them. Flavor hit me immediately. Awesome melody of onions and peppers and the beans themselves. And I swallowed them, and about 2 seconds later, it hit me. Lips are burning, tongue's burning, my throat's burning. I'm like, they're pretty good beans.
7 minutes later, he's like, I still feel that in my chest.
I still feel the beans. They were good, though. They were good. That's pretty much what he said, Eric. Put my beans in your mouth.
I ate, I guess, I don't know, 7 or 8 spoonfuls of them.
Yeah, they were good.
They were, yeah. The Angry Alfredo don't have nothing on that.
He said next year, since people like the beans, next year he might bring a Reaper and do a little bit of Reaper beans.
Listen, if it's hotter than that, I don't think.
Yeah, a Reaper's gonna be hotter than that. That was that was on the very tip top of my don't want more than 2 or 3 spoonfuls level of hotness. Right. Beans.
I meant to put that out there. So, Eric, if you come to Dayton next year, I can guarantee you when I see you, that's going to happen.
Eddie said bean tua. That's about what it was. Because if you didn't like hot baked beans, you were going to put them in your mouth, and then you were going to run over to the trash can and go bean tua. But they were good. I like the flavor, just a little bit on the hot side for me. My mouth loves hot things, like spicy food, but from here down, doesn't like it.
Yeah, you know, speaking of that, Eddie, did you know the other day I was at the park and I ran into this girl, and she was looking up in the sky and stuff, and I went over and asked her what she was doing. And she said, she's counting birds. I was like, oh, okay. One goes by and she goes, one hawk. Hawk Tua.
Oh, my goodness. Andy, thank you for that. All right, so he's next. Awesome.
There we go. Red Summit is next. I thought he was running off outside. Like, wait, are we going over?
Let's see. He had a quick 3 for activation with Alpha India 5 Sierra Mike today. 13 QSOs in 20 minutes. The bands were rough, dude. They were rough.
Listen, I'd still be happy with that because I seen people fussing about 3 and 4 hour 14 contacts. So that's why I said I'm happy with what I did today.
Especially,
I couldn't hear you none today, Chris.
Especially if you were running QRP.
I went to the station and there was nothing.
Can you imagine the folks running QRP today? Ooh. Sorry, guys.
I think Eddie Mia did a QRP this morning, and I think PP Man did a QRP this morning.
This morning wasn't bad. It started to get really bad about 10:30-ish, about 10 or 10:30-ish this morning. But early morning, I was up early. I hunted CY9C on a couple bands about 5 or 5:30 this morning. Anywhere from 80 meters to 40 and 60, I believe. And they were doing great from up there. Everything was fine. Yeah. Right.
Gene, you know we have a ham radio stream on Wednesdays.
Right.
Oh, Just speaking of ham radio, I am going to add some to it. If you are in the PZN challenge, I think I said it once before, but I'm going to say it once again.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. If you're in that challenge, I would say your best bet is to get me tonight on late shifts, because I am going to do a late shift tonight, and I'm going to do an early morning activation for sure. Other than that, I'm not guaranteeing anything. So unless you want to get up really early in the morning, I mean, I'm not saying that there won't be 3 tomorrow. It just depends on where I end up at cookouts. Because again, it's a fat man's holiday tomorrow.
I'm going to give you another little bit of radio tidbit here, because everybody who's a general, at least, knows about the D layer of the atmosphere and what that does to 40 meters and 80 meters and the lower frequency bands when it's out during the day. Makes them crappy, right? Because the D layer absorbs signals. Now, I said that to say this. If you, at evening time on the East Coast, if you're trying to work CY9C on 40 meters, his pileups are going to be insane, because Europe is also dark at that same time. So you're going to have to compete with Europe on 40 meters and the U.S. on 40 meters. If you want to get CY9C on 40 meters, get out of bed 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and they're going to be begging for contacts on 40 meters. I got him this morning, and that guy was calling CQ and CQ and CQ and just begging for contacts, because Europe is in sunlight over there and they can't reach them. But now you got free reign for a couple hours. Do what you need to do. Get them early in the morning on the lower bands.
You're right. The generals do not retain most of that knowledge. I mean, I will tell you what. The way I studied for it, I sure didn't retain it, because I did word association.
Right.
But my working with radios over time, because I am studying for that ultra extra test.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that I have aced the antenna portion of that ultra extra test.
Yeah, and that's impressive, because that's 55 questions, I believe, just on that.
It's there's a lot of questions on that.
Yeah.
But it's a 100-question test. I can go ahead and tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah. I got them on a couple bands. I got them on, I want to say 3 bands, 3, maybe 4 bands on both CW and voice. But yeah, the best time to get them on the lower bands, if you're in the States, is early morning, not late night. Even though they might be loud late night, you have more competition just because of the way the atmosphere is running. So.
But yeah, I will. I'll go out and I'll do it early, late, and I bet you can probably guess where I'm going to do it at.
That park that you did today that I need, you're going to go back, right?
No, probably not.
No.
Probably not. I'm probably not going to be back there, maybe ever. So,
winter chicken dinner right here.
If you missed the park that I did today, chances are, I mean, I'm not saying it was bad to activate or anything. I'm just saying it's out of my way to. I basically drove 3.5 hours to do 2 parks.
Well, you should have drove over the mountain instead of around it, Stephen.
You can do that in those areas.
Yeah.
But not in what I was driving.
I missed the second part too, Terry, and it's one that I needed. Hey, I turned the radio off because the bands were crappy. I said, nap time versus radio time. I chose poorly, but I chose. If you make a decision, stick with it.
Should have never missed the second part, Terry. I was there the longest.
Yeah, a lot of people need 1810, so I'm glad. We need an 1810 coin. Yeah, that's right. I want to say, I got way more than like 3 eagles there, I know.
An 1810 coin. That would have to be an outrageous number of somethings.
Like 10,000.
But I hadn't considered a Canadian coin, but I might consider Canadian coin.
Is it going to be a loony? Is it going to be a loony or a toonie? Eh?
Anyway,
is it going to have the
getting close to we are getting close to the top of the hour, and we don't want to take Charlie's time. So, Dan, what you got coming up?
Not a lot. Hold on, I got a cough. Enjoy your Labor Day. Long weekend coming up on Monday. Don't eat too much or eat too much. I'm not going to tell you what to do. And hopefully the bands will get better. It looks like the solar flares from today might be winding down. So hopefully. But hopefully get some more hunts in. Catch you on the early and late shift at the elusive US 1810 Chief Logan. And other than that, I don't have much. What's going on?
Awesome. Speaking of the bands, want some of y'all in the chat tell me how they are. Tell me what I'm getting myself into. So, but for myself, I'm going to go over and do an early late, and hopefully get everybody in the PZN challenge out of the way. That way, I might can even leave the sound on my phone tomorrow. That would be so cool.
Hold on, we got a quick one. The best fast way to study for a general license. Craig Buck, his books. I don't have it handy, but search YouTube. Search Amazon for Craig Buck. All ham, no spam. I think it's something like that. Very good teaching material. So Craig Buck.
Really quick, though, I have something to add to that. Are you looking to actually learn it or just pass to general? That because if you're just looking to just pass to general, there is an app, and I do not remember the name of it off the top of my head, but you could email me and I can tell you that app, and it would give you perfect word association that you can do.
That ham study is good too.
Which is how I took all three of my tests, and it's how I'm going to take the Ultra Extra, other than the knowledge that I've learned.
That's right.
All right. Other than that, I am heading out to do the early late. I will be dropping videos. I don't know if I'll drop one tomorrow. Depends on how busy I am. But other than that, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be doing the normal. Thanks, everybody, for the super chats tonight. And you guys have a great holiday weekend. 73, everybody.
73, guys.